You know what it is? GMOG Sports TV back with another one. All right, family. So reports are in, and according to Dan Raphael of ESPN, the fight between Canelo Alvarez versus Jermell Charlo had a successful pay-per-view buy rate, according to his numbers, which is on his ESPN Boxing Insider website, which is subscription based. So he's, on his Twitter page. They want people to go to his page to actually get the whole article. But anyway, to save you some time, the fight did between 650 to 700,000 pay per view buys, which equates to over $50 million in pay per view revenue. The gate did over 20 million. So hey, that is success. You got to consider this, right? You got to consider this is a fight because ever since Canelo signed that three-fight deal, in which I've told you guys, if you look at the last few videos, I've talked about who Canelo is going to be fighting when he signed that three-fight deal with PBC. I said Jermell Charlo, I said Jamal Charlo, and I said David Benavidez, and it still looks like that's coming into fruition, right? But with the fight with Jermell Charlo, you know, this to me, Al Heyman seems like he is trying to obligate his fighters, meaning that a lot of his, I would say, established fighters, right, have been inactive, very much so. You got people like Keith Thurman, Jamal, Jermell, who just had a fight before that was, he had a layoff of 14 months. The list goes on. Just off the top of my head, that's who I can remember right now. But for the most part, his stable of fighters, his established fighters, have been inactive. So he's like throwing these guys like Jamel and Jamal a gift. Hey, fight Canelo. Hey, fight this guy. And you get a big payday. So that seems like it is the plan of Al Heyman, and now that he is changing networks, right? He's no longer going to be going with Showtime Boxing. He's looking for another network. Um, that seems to be the case, right? But like I said, the build up of this fight, undisputed versus undisputed, right? And the fact that uh, this is coming from a three-fight deal with the PBC. This fight had to attract casuals, but for the most part, since Canelo has such a large fan base, and I would say for the most part, the people who bought the pay per view and the people who were at the fight were all Canelo fans. I can't recall any Jermell Charlo fan. It has to be people from literally from his neighborhood, if that, you know, or it's from his hometown in Dallas, who support Jermell Charlo. Outside of that, this man has really no fan base. So the person that carried this fight was definitely 100% Canelo Alvarez. So the people who bought and purchased the pay per view, and you got to remember that the so-called, if you call yourself a so-called Jermell Charlo fan, more than likely you're not a paying customer, right? Because paying customers, they buy the pay per views or they show up to the fight and buy tickets. So Canelo Alvarez has not only has supporting fans, but they're paying customers. Big difference. But yeah, I mean, listen, the fight was, I would definitely say the numbers, according to Dan Raphael, that's a major success. Between 650 to 700,000 buys. That's really really good for the fact that one main guy carried the fight. He marketed the fight, promotion of the fight. He did his job fighting Jamel. One guy came to fight, one guy didn't came to fight, and one guy came to get a check. One guy came to fight and knock him out. Big difference. So much props to Canelo Alvarez, man. Did a major success with this fight, and we'll see what's next. He has the winner between David Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade. The winner of that could fight him next. We can have that. We can even have a potential fight with Crawford, even though I don't think that fight should happen. But hey, that could still be on the play. So hey, Canelo still has options. Canelo's still an A side. So, hey, it is what it is, family. Anyway, those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below. Until next time.